What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to learn how to make a ray gun sci-fi weapon flash. So without further ado, let's hop into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is create a new layer and create a solid. Okay, I'm going to make this blue because that's the color I want the ray gun to be, or the ray gun flash to be. So once you do that, we're going to uncheck the eye icon, blinding the layer, and we're going to scrub over to the frame that happens right before the gun is fired and the pullback happens. So this is when the pullback starts, so we're going to go to this frame right here. Once we do that, we're going to take the pen tool and we're going to make a little muzzle flash shape. Okay. Oh, make sure you have the blue solid selected when you do this, or else you'll create a new solid. But we are going to make a muzzle flash shape. All right. Now, after that, we're going to head over to the mask feather and we're going to feather this out just to make it look more natural, and place it a little differently. Play around with it a little bit. All right. Now, after we do that, we're going to head over to the effects section and we're going to type in fractal noise and apply that. I'm going to set the mode to add. Going to play around with the fractal type, try dynamic progressive, increase the contrast, increase the brightness a little bit because this is a ray gun. The light coming out of it. Play around the evolution a little bit. Move that around a little bit. All right. Now, after you got that settled, you're going to go over to the effects section and type in radial fast blur. Now, once you have this, you'll see that when you play around with the cursor, it moves the direction of the rays and kind of creates this ray effect. So we're gonna move the cursor so that it's parallel with the gun, and then it kind of creates the effect that it's blasting to the right. And increase the amount. Not too much. All right. After that, we're going to go over to the glow effect. I'm going to be using the Uni-Glow from the Red Giant universe. And we're going to apply a glow effect to this composition. All right. And once we do that, we're going to head over to the blending mode and we're going to select add for this one. I like how bright it is. After we do that, we're going to Command D copy, and then move this back one frame. Okay. Once we do that, we are going to slightly play with these settings here just to generate something different. All right. And what this is going to be is it's going to light up the barrel. So we're going to delete this mask and we're going to blind this layer. All right. And we're going to mask out the barrel of the gun. And you'll see where I'm going with this in a moment. All right, now I'm going to unblind that. And you got this cool little charging up effect. All right, so after we do that, we're going to copy the first one again and move it forward a frame. And we're going to, like last time, we're going to adjust the settings, but we're going to move it forward a tad. Okay. We want the effect that it's going forward. All right. So let's take a look at our composition. All right. Now let's add another element to this. I'm going to add a shockwave. So you can get this element at videocopilot.com. I will have a link in the description. They have ones that you can buy, or you can use the one that I'm using, which is a free one. I recommend you try the free one out, see if you like it, and you know, if you want to invest in yourself, buy the pack. But basically, we're going to go over and we're going to drag this into the composition, the shock wave. We're going to go over to the time, and we're going to make this happen quicker. We're going to go about 25%. This will make this happen a lot quicker, which is needed because this is a muzzle flash, and muzzle flashes happen very quick. So we're going to drag this over to the frame after the barrel charges up, and we're going to give a screen. All right. Play with this positioning so that makes sense. Let's make this bigger because this is a powerful ray gun. It's a shotgun ray gun. It's not your average ray gun. And let's add the Lumetri color effect. And let's change this to blue. You want to make it the same color as everything else, so it just makes sense. All right. Now, once we got that, it's not looking that bad. Let's play around with this a little more. Move this out. So now that we got that done, there's just something missing from this, and it's the fact that we got this ray gun going off, but there's no environmental interaction. Okay, so we got the light happening right here, but the whole environment just stays the same. So what we're going to do to fix that is we're going to make another solid. And we are going to drag it to where the muzzle flash starts, and then end it, Command-Shift-D where it ends. And we are going to take the elliptical tool. If you hold click on here, you get all your tools. I'm going to check on the elliptical tool, and we're going to go where the muzzle flash is, and we're going to draw out a a shape that we think would happen with this muzzle flash. Okay. Now, once we do that, we're going to animate the mask opacity. Okay. Keyframe it right here in the beginning on 0. And then when this happens, up it, maybe 30. Don't want to go too extreme. Also, let's try adding a glow to this. Okay, and upping the feather to make this more realistic. All right, and when the muzzle flash ends, we want this to be at 0. All right. So I like that, but we also want to have some environmental lighting happening just in general. So what we're going to do for that is we're going to Command D, copy the foundation clip, and we are going to go into Lumetri. We're going to apply that, and we are going to play around with the color, okay, and kind of match the color of our ray gun. All right, and we're going, just like the last one, we're going to transform opacity. We're going to toggle the keyframe for opacity where the muzzle flash starts, just like our other one we just did. And we're going to start at 0, of course. And then the peak, the room's going to go blue for a second. And then it's going to go back to the way it was. Let's take a look at this. All right. Now let's add one more thing to this. So the shockwave is very flat and non-three-dimensional. This is not realistic because the gun is not facing the camera, so we have to mimic the direction of the gun in the shockwave. So what we're going to do for that is we're going to go to toggle switches, and we are going to check the 3D option for our shockwave. And we're going to play around with that to kind of make it match the orientation of the gun. Yeah, that's much better. This is actually facing the same angle as the gun, so it actually just makes sense. Now, we can play around with these blending modes, see if we like it better with screen or add. No, I like it better with screen. So that's it for today's tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. More content coming soon, and I will see you next time.